CityCamp Manchester is a two-day event that brings people together to get information, inspiration and meet other people, to plan practical action, to go out into the community and make a more resourceful and resilient Greater Manchester.
So it's about connecting with your community, trying to think about what problems exist and what solutions you might be able to configure yourself or with other people here in the room or outside the room to make your community a better place.
I think it's really important now because we are facing a lot of challenges and there are a lot of committed and motivated people in Manchester, but they're not all talking to each other. And I think to get them more connected, to get people working together is more likely to make change happen, to make a difference, and see some real positive new ideas and new things actually taking shape.
It doesn't have to be particularly connected to any agenda, it doesn't have to have any particular type of solution. Technology might be a part of it, but it doesn't have to be. So we're really just thinking creatively, connecting people and seeing what happens when you get people together.
What I wanted to say this morning, I suppose, is that people are one of our most important resources, and when money's tight, I think ideas, innovation, new ways of thinking are more important than ever. We've got to make the most of the limited resources we have, and new ideas, new ways of thinking, people talking about what they want to see for their cities are really important to help us create Manchester as an innovative, radical city.
What I've been talking about is the whole thing around disability and digital access and how we use Pesky People as a blogging campaign to get things to change. So basically a blog goes up about a particular issue, we contact the company concerned and usually within a couple of days they respond and sort it out. The whole thing what we were talking about with Genie is it's like the next step of you've got all the access information in one place, but how do you match what a company says here and what the customer says here and how they meet in the middle, and the whole other thing around collaborative consumption, so about crowdsourcing that info, and then people like councils will be able to use it as a way of auditing their facilities and also sharing and building knowledge and stuff. So we had a bit of a conversation mostly about access.
Cities face unprecedented challenges: climate change, peak oil, peak water, ageing, demographics, economic turbulence. Our cities are sometimes not resilient to these challenges. What we need to do is rethink cities, have a new paradigm for cities. That means we need to look at cities differently. And that is about looking at the connections and the assets and the capital within cities.
My name is Paul Clark and I'm the director of the Pop-Up Farm project, which is a really simple community farming idea. And what we do is we think about spaces and then we make them into interesting places. Coming to this event's great fun because there's hundreds of people here that are really up for a different way of thinking about the way in which we imagine our city, what we could do next with it, how we build our communities to come to terms with major changes and challenges, and how we generate new work, how we sort of build new businesses through perhaps a different relationship between the urban space and the rural. And those are the sorts of things that our pop-up project is equally interested in and experimenting with, not just in Manchester but all over the planet. So it's a lovely example of a global to local connection, and it's great to be here.
So I'm down here today at CityCamp to present the Moss Cider project, which is why the name's there. We're in Moss Side, we make cider in Moss Side. So yeah, we're down here today really to network with people, find apple donors hopefully, hear about other inspiring projects around the city, see if there's any links, and it seems so far that there really are projects that have even been talking about us in their talks as well, which is really a nice compliment.
I think I would like a few projects that emerge from CityCamp that will sustain themselves after and into the short to long term. You know, we really don't want CityCamp to be just a two-day talk shop. We want it to actually have practical outcomes. We want people people who have made connections here or who are already connected with each other to use that connection to actually make a difference and to take action together in their communities.